Because we're still on the Lakers, right? We haven't moved on to the Thunder.
We probably should. I think that's the final thought. It's just like sign a bunch of old guys who need the ball, are going to be in outside roles, play one side of the floor. That makes sense.
Cool. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Let's move on to the next team.
Oklahoma City Thunder. I feel like this question could just be copied and pasted into every offseason for the foreseeable future, because is this the offseason they move the timetable up? The Thunder have 35 total draft picks through 2028. And last I checked, there are not 38 roster spots on an NBA team. So there are consolidation moves coming. They have set themselves up fantastically to make that big move for whichever star becomes available. Is it going to be Bradley Beal? Is it going to be someone new, someone we haven't even fathomed is going to be available this offseason? But someone, because it happens every year, is going to become unexpectedly available. What if it's Zion Williamson? What if it's Julius Randle because he decides he wants to be a star again? Whoever it is this the time that the Thunder decide, hey, let's actually go win some games now? We have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, we have Josh Giddey, we have a bunch of intriguing pieces around them. Let's cash in some of the chips and still have more chips than anyone else at the table.
So I think that's a fair question. I feel like we're too soon on it. And I also feel like they're not going to do it. Mostly because Sam Presti came out and said that that's not how they're going to operate. And I know he could be lying, but
they're going to get more picks.
But
100%. They're going to have 45 draft picks through 2029 by the end of the offseason.
And is it going to be a situation where, so they have number 12 in addition to number 2 in this draft? Are they drafting and stashing at number 12? Or we've seen them do this before. Are they trading that pick for another pick down the road? We've seen them do it before. So that's a fantastic question. And look, even this summer, the body count is up there. I say body count like people are dying. That's a terrible phrasing. I apologize. The roster count is up there already. Derek Favors already opted in. I know Mike Muscala has a team option, but he was pretty good for them. And so you pick up that $3.5 million option, I would say. You're guaranteeing Kenrich Williams' contract. Lou Dort's team option is getting picked up. You're guaranteeing Aaron Wiggins' deal. And so there are maybe one or two players, Theo Maladon, or you're still, and you have 2 picks in the first, is it 2 or 3? The 2 picks in the first round of
I think it's like
draft.
7, right?
Yeah. So you're going to get to 15 bodies pretty quickly. When yes, you can carry more in training camp, yada, 2-way deals, yada, yada, yada. But you're going to get to the roster max pretty quickly. There's going to have to be some smaller scale consolidation here. And I thought it was interesting. It doesn't matter anymore because they're going to wind up with one of those 3 bigs in the draft. I thought it was interesting that Woj linked them to DeAndre Ayton because they don't even have cap space this summer. Just they have that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's extension kicking in, and you have Kemba's dead money on the books. So are they the team I don't think they would do this, but are you just going to start are they just going to waive Derek Favors to create a roster spot and deal with that $10+ million in dead money? Maybe they waive and stretch him. I don't know, but I'm with you that they need to figure that out. My question for them initially, when I thought we were going to do this before the lottery, was how are they going to fill the big man spot? Because I think SGA and Josh Giddey need, I don't want to say a true big, but someone other than Mike Muscala who, he doesn't need to pop off screens, but a rim roller. And Jeremiah Robinson-Earl was good this year, but I don't want him having a monopoly on the center minutes. They're going to get that now. My other question would just be, I think it's just in line with yours, is what moves are they going to make independent of the draft? And are they going to trade for someone? Are they going to facilitate a trade where maybe, look, we talk about Russell Westbrook. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for them to get in on that as part of be the third team. I just don't know what money you give up. So that's a really bad example. But are you going to they don't have the money matching to go out, but are you going to try and consolidate a different way where it's these smaller scale moves this year? Do we see them explore? And this is what I'm getting at. It might be a spicy take. Are you exploring the market for a Darius Baisley? Are you exploring the market for even a Lou Dort at this point? Because he's headed into the contract year. And I know this is a callous way to think about it. Are you paying him long term? I think the only person I'm prepared to say is a tentpole cornerstone is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And I don't mean an offense to Josh Giddey for that. His sub 50 true shooting percentage concerns me. He's a fantastic passer, solid defender at his position, good size, solid rebounder. I don't see the long-term vision with him and SGA. I really don't. And maybe it just naturally unfolds to where if you're surrounding them with complementary star types or blue chip building blocks, like one of these big men that are coming out of the draft, that there's some organic fit there with some extra staggering. I'm just only prepared. I would be more prepared to say whoever they draft plus SGA are the tentpole prospects. Is everybody else on the table? I don't think it's going to be the consolidation for a star, but I am interested to see what other transaction or moves they're going to make here on the margins to free up spots or even playing time for some of these incoming players that some we don't even know. Forget the 2 first-round picks that they have. Like they're going to make other moves on the margins. That's what they do.
Well, if it only takes Precious Achiuwa and OG Anunoby to get Zion Williamson.
I'm glad you saw that. The YouTube comments for Hardwood Knocks are always an adventure. Go follow us on YouTube, subscribe. But yeah, I think OKC, and look, if they wanted to go up, like you said, they're an interesting sign and trade destination.
I agree with you, though, that this isn't the offseason. It doesn't feel right from a roster timing standpoint or from a player availability standpoint.
All they need to do is keep Poku and play him 40 minutes a game, and they'll be fine. He's the other blue chip cornerstone, if I wasn't clear on that. I actually think that Poku is going to be absurdly good.